What's going on, guys? Bengal again here, and as you can tell from the title and thumbnail, we are doing Guess the Team. Did one of these last year, but as you guys know, as big NFL fans, a lot changes year to year with the rosters. So what I have in front of me is a depth chart. We have the college logos on the screen, and I'm going to be doing my best to guess which team it is based on the college logos, which is for each position, right? So you'll notice there's a question mark for the quarterback. That's because I don't want it to be spoiled easily. This shouldn't just be quarterback guesser. There are 32 starting quarterbacks in the league right now. It's pretty easy to know who's who based on the colleges. I will be doing a defensive version as well. Make sure you're subscribed for that. And let's go ahead and get into the first one, trying to break it down. And we'll start with Eastern Washington receiver stands out to me on the far right. Immediately thinking Cooper Kupp. Running back from Alabama, though, doesn't really match with anybody on the Rams. Because we have Darrell Henderson, we have Sony Michel, right? That's Memphis and that's Georgia for Michel. Do they have an Alabama running back that would start? I don't think so. Let's look in the offensive line. I don't see David Andrews, who would be a Wisconsin starter. I don't see Rob Havenstein, who would also be a Wisconsin starter at right tackle. So it can't be that. I see a Tennessee Chattanooga left guard. Could that be Cole Strange, the recent first-round pick of the Patriots? I guess it could be. He would be starting. That would make sense with Georgia left tackle Isaiah Wynn. That would make sense with Michigan right guard with Mike Onwenu. And the right tackle, Trent Brown. Did he go to Florida? I guess I don't know. Arkansas tight end. Why can't I say Arkansas? Tight end would be Hunter Henry. Louisville receiver, they got Devontae Parker. I think Jacoby Myers is NC State. Eastern Washington, Kendrick Bourne. I think he did go to Eastern Washington. Alabama running back would be Damian Harris. And I would say they have omitted Alabama quarterback. So in my head, this must be the New England Patriots. Can we go one for one? Survey says. And I don't know. Yes, clicking the right arrow actually changed. I thought the arrow keys would do it, but no. It is the New England Patriots, so we are one for one. And I don't want this to be a race. I want to keep in mind, you guys can race me in the comments, but I think it's good when we go through and narrow down the possibilities and see who it could be. So happy to go one for one, and let's get into team two. Once again, no quarterback. We see a couple of Mississippi State starters on the offensive line. Left tackle, immediately thought Charles Cross in the recent draft. Iowa tight end would be Noah Fant. Can really only name three of those. That's not only three of those starting. It's George Kittle, TJ Hawkinson, and Noah Fant, who's now on the Seahawks. So this could be the Seahawks. Ole Miss receiver, even though it's in the slot, I'm sure that's not the actual position, because that's DK Metcalf, gotta be. Kansas State receiver on the outside is surely Tyler Lockett. Left guard's going to be Ethan Pocic, who did go to LSU. And I think that's all we need to know. San Diego State running back is Rashad Penny. This, I think, very easily should be the Seattle Seahawks. I'm trying to think, is there anybody else this could be? I think too much matches up. I am going to go with the Seahawks. And it is the Seattle Seahawks. We are 2 for 2. Also, big shout out to Underdog Fantasy. I've been trying to promote this because I want you guys to play with me. I have it on Twitter, twitter.com/Bengal, YouTube link below. If you use my code Bengal, we can play fantasy sports together. You guys can play in daily fantasy sports, pick 'em, big fantasy football season where they manage everything for you. You don't have to worry about setting a lineup. All you do is draft, which is the best part anyway. That link should be down in the description. Underdog Fantasy. Use code Bengal. You got to use code Bengal. Use code Bengal on Underdog Fantasy Sports. And we'll get into the third team. Okay, immediately. A couple things stood out. One, this team has 2 UCLA starters on the offensive line. That's weird. Oh, they're hiding receiver this time. And quarterback. Now, I don't even know what the left guard is. Oh no, this is a bad start. What could that be? I have no idea what that is. Georgia Tech tight end. I think Darren Waller. That makes sense to me. Because he was a receiver at Georgia Tech. Drafted by the Ravens. Ended up converting to tight end with the Raiders where he broke out. Alabama right tackle would be Alex Leatherwood. Clemson receiver would be Hunter Renfrow. Alabama running back would be Josh Jacobs. And the reason they're not showing us receiver and quarterback must because it's both Fresno State at QB and receiver in Derek Carr and new Las Vegas Raider Devontae Adams. Can I lock in Raiders here? I mean, who's their left tackle? Colton Miller? Did he go to UCLA? Why does that not feel familiar to me? I guess I could buy it. Florida receiver. Who would that be? Who is their third receiver? Did they sign Demarcus Robinson? I mean, I'm not really sure on that, but I'm going to say this is probably the Raiders. I feel pretty good about it. But it is the Las Vegas Raiders. It would be kind of cool if the question marks would go away and you could see the actual school of the guys once the team is revealed, but unfortunately not. And Demarcus Robinson did sign with the Raiders. You know, I really couldn't think of any Florida receivers that would have fit, so happy to get that, I guess. Okay. This is interesting. A Fordham running back. That's Fordham, isn't it? It's got to be. Alabama QB. That's already narrowing it down. Okay, I think I know what team that... Yeah, I'm 100% on what team this is. Okay, so I thought about the Eagles for a second because Jalen Hurts is kind of the obvious choice for Alabama quarterback right now. But there is at least one more in the NFL. We know it's not the Patriots because Mac Jones and the Patriots was already an option. Mac Jones was at a question mark. So here's what I'm thinking. Receiver that's question marked out is West Alabama by way of Oklahoma State, by way of Garden City Community College. I want to say that's his path. Kind of wild that I can remember that. Maybe it was Oklahoma State to Garden. I'm not sure. It's Tyreek Hill is what I'm saying. Alabama receiver in the slot on the right must be Jalen Waddle. The Alabama quarterback must be Tua Tagovailoa. Did Chase Edmonds go to Fordham? I don't know about that, but I'm going to guess that's who that is. Tight end's going to be Mike Gesicki from Penn State. Right guard is going to be Robert Hunt from Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajun. Notre Dame, right tackle is going to be Liam Eichenberg. Now, you'd expect to see USC somewhere on here for Austin Jackson, but he's not on here. But I don't even know if he's going to start, to be fair. And the Texas center, who would the Texas... Did they get Trey Hopkins? I have no idea who they got. But well, I guess we'll find out in a second. But it is the Miami Dolphins. Thank goodness I'm not baited. I know I'm going to be so positive on one of these and I'll get baited. But no, that is the Dolphins. Trey Hopkins, currently a free agent. Who's their center? They have Connor Williams playing center? Oh, man. That's interesting. He played tackle at Texas. Has played guard for the Cowboys. Also, Teron Armstead. How did I not even think of that? That's Arkansas Pine Bluff. I saw it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't need to know what it was. That's the Arkansas Pine Bluff logo. That is a heck of a logo. Is that a lion? I mean, it must be. Teron Armstead is Arkansas Pine Bluff. And this is their logo, the Golden Lions. I guess I did not know they were called the Golden Lions. But anyway, let's go to the next team. All right, quarterback is not being shown. I already know who this one is right away. This one's near and dear to my heart. I knew it as soon as we saw the NIU receiver. We have Kenny Golladay. The Texas A&M tight end. Is that Ricky Seals-Jones? Did he go to Texas A&M? Is he going to start at tight end for the Giants? I could see that happening. We have Andrew Thomas, Josh Yazudu, John Feliciano, right guards Mark Glowinski from West Virginia, Evan Neal, Sterling Shepard, Kadarius Toney. Quarterback is going to be Duke's Daniel Jones. And then Penn State is running back Saquon Barkley. This is definitely the Giants. I would never miss this. You can see the Saquon jersey in the back, too, which is kind of nice. Okay, next up, we have a Cincinnati center. Jason Kelsey popped in my head immediately. We have a South Dakota State tight end. There's only one South Dakota State tight end that I know. Or is it South Dakota? Or is it South Dakota State? I think it's South Dakota State. I think it's... Or he might be South Dakota. I was thinking... Okay, so we have... Cade Johnson's a receiver. He might be on the Seahawks practice squad. I think he got picked up as an undrafted free agent a year ago. Pierre Strong by the Patriots in this recent draft at running back. But is that South Dakota or South Dakota State? Anyway, that's Dallas Goedert at tight end. We already know. They're not showing us the left tackle. Who is the left tackle on the Eagles that they're not showing? Oh, you know what it is? It's not Hal Vaitai. It's Jordan Mailata. Who did he even go to college? I don't think he even... He's from Australia, right? So I'm not sure if he even went to any type of American university. But we have Lane Johnson at right tackle. We have Devontae Smith as one of those receivers. I'm not sure what the far right logo is. Is that Southern Miss, maybe? I think it could be. Like, Quez Watkins, is he Southern Miss? I'm actually not sure on that. We'll look it up. Oklahoma quarterback's going to be Jalen Hurts. You know, it's funny. When I was talking about the Dolphins just now, I was talking about Alabama quarterbacks, and Jalen Hurts is an Alabama quarterback, but he transferred to Oklahoma and would be listed as an Oklahoma quarterback. I kind of blanked on that, so made a little bit of a mistake, but it didn't actually come back to bite us. Penn State running back is Miles Sanders. This is the Philadelphia Eagles, and the receiver that they're not showing is Ole Miss, A.J. Brown, and that's exactly who it is. But let's go ahead and look at the Eagles. Wide receiver 3 is Quez Watkins from Southern Miss. Love that. And Jordan Mailata is not listed as having a college, so I'm going to assume he didn't go anywhere. Previously played rugby league for the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs under-18s team in the South Sydney Rabbitohs. It's Rabbit with OHS on the end. I've never seen that on their under-20s team. So yeah, Australian, did not go to any type of college. So first of all, not only is it cool that he's in the NFL, he's a really good NFL player, only 25 years old, and did not even grow up with American football. Very impressive. Okay, so in this one we have quarterback is not shown. Stanford running back, immediately thought Christian McCaffrey. Maryland receiver is going to be DJ Moore. We have Robbie Anderson from Temple. LSU receiver is going to be Terrace Marshall. NC State, Ike Ekwonu. We have Tommy Tremble starting at tight end from Notre Dame. Yeah, this is the Panthers. It's absolutely the Panthers, and it's nobody else other than the Panthers. Their starting quarterback, I guess, is Sam Darnold. Sorry about that, Carolina Panthers fans. But, yeah, it's going to be USC. And it is the Panthers. It is like there just aren't many Stanford running backs in the league, and there's not a ton of Maryland receivers in the league. There might be after this year. Dante Demas, Raheem Jarrett from Maryland. I like both of them. Now, Demas needs to come back from an injury, and he could be, a pick that goes in the first couple days of the draft. Otherwise, we'll have to wait and see. But Maryland has some good receiving talent. And Stephon Diggs, we know about. Listen, I can't name everybody, but I know people are going to get on me. It's like, how could you not name Stephon Diggs from Maryland? He's amazing. You're right, but we're talking about the Panthers. We're talking about guys in college right now. Next up, we have a Texas State left guard. We have a North Dakota State right tackle. I'm immediately thinking that this is the Titans, and I know for a fact that it's the Titans. I said this really quickly, but North Dakota State right tackle, got that down pat. That's going to be Dylan Radunz. Right guard from Charlotte, not many of those. So we know this is 100% the Titans. We have Nate Davis. The running back's not being shown. That's, of course, Alabama running back Hunter Henry. Quarterback is Texas A&M's Ryan Tannehill. Also played a little receiver there, but you guys probably know that. Anyone else really worth noting here? I mean, kind of. Indiana is going to be Nick Westbrook-Akina. Arkansas's Traylon Burks. And the USC receiver, I'm like, who is that? They traded for Robert Woods. That's right. And the tight end from Stanford is... Am I getting ahead of myself here? Who is the tight end from Stanford on this team? I actually don't know who definitely went to Stanford from this team. Because, first of all, tight end U is basically Stanford. And second of all, they have like 3 kind of whatever tight ends. And I don't know who went where. Oh, they got Austin Hooper? Dude, I wasn't even thinking about him. I did not remember that Austin Hooper went to the Titans. I also didn't realize Jeff Swaim was there. Dude, their tight end room has changed a lot. Okay, I'm a little bit behind on them. Also, that probably would have been off the screen for you guys, so I didn't even realize. Apologies for that. But yeah, it is the Titans, so there you go. You can see this. This is what's important. This is what matters. Ooh, this is so easy, and here's why. We know it immediately because of this right here, the running back. It's Western Colorado, and I don't even know if there's more than one player from there that plays in the NFL right now. The left tackle we can't see. Would say Northwestern for Sean Slater. Tight end is South Alabama. That is Gerald Everett. Has to be. Is he on the Chargers now? That's who this is. This is Chargers. Cal receiver is Keenan Allen. Clemson receiver, Mike Williams. The quarterback would be Oregon, of course, with Justin Herbert. This is absolutely the Chargers. I would bet anything. And Boston College right guard is Zion Johnson from this past year's draft. So you can't see, but it is Gerald Everett at tight end. And Austin Eckler is West Colorado. I thought it was Western Colorado. It is Western Colorado. Stupid ESPN. I guess I would have them on a technicality there. All right, so we don't see the quarterback. We know we're working with, okay, I guess, I don't know. Offense is just kind of easy, you know? Because I see Oklahoma receiver and immediately I can narrow it down to like so few options. That's why defense gets really tough. I'm doing the defense version next, so don't kill me. But I feel like once you know Oklahoma receiver, it gets so small, even though there are a lot of them, right? But that's CeeDee Lamb. And then I look at Ohio State running back that checks out with Ezekiel Elliott. We have Colorado State, that's Michael Gallup. Oklahoma State, that's somebody who did the Cowboys get from Oklahoma State? No, somebody. Ain't Tylan Wallace, ain't Des Bryant anymore. They didn't bring in Justin Blackmon for a visit. We'll find out in a minute, but yeah. Tulsa left guard was their first round pick. And Tyler Smith, USC left tackle, is Tyron Smith. We have Tyler Biotish at center. Zach Martin at right guard. This is just the Texans. Nope, not the Texans. The Cowboys of Texas. Dallas Cowboys. Did I say Texans earlier? I sure hope I didn't. But yeah, it's the Cowboys. We got Zeke. We are missing Mississippi State's Dak Prescott. But yep, that's who it is. What am I looking up here? Cowboys, and I want to see... Oh, James Washington's on the Cowboys. That's the Oklahoma State receiver. Again, you guys can't see it because I'm a bad YouTuber. And that is actually all 10 teams we're doing in this video. So we went perfect 10 for 10. Will I go 10 for 10 on the defense? Leave your prediction down in the comment section below. That's going to be a video coming out on the channel probably later this week. As I record this, it is the 12th of June. I'm going to be in New York and New Jersey this next week, the week of the 13th through the 18th. So if you're going to the Yankee or Mets game on Tuesday or Wednesday, try to find me. There's only going to be like tens of thousands of people there, but I will be there on Tuesday and Wednesday at Yankees and then the Mets. So check it out. Go Yankees. I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, if I didn't just alienate you with the baseball talk and me being a Yankees fan. Hopefully I didn't alienate you, but I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.